Hey there, everybody. This is Kristin from Teaching Balance, and I am here with you with this week's mindfulness meditation practice. And as you can see, we are in a different space, and I was feeling, since it's summer, very inspired to switch it up, mix things up a little bit, and take our practice outside. So that is my invitation to you this week, and honestly throughout the whole summer. Just playing with this idea of taking your practice out into the world. I had the opportunity just this past weekend to facilitate a mindfulness retreat for educators, which was really wonderful. And we did quite a bit of practicing outside, where it was sitting and listening in nature. There's a practice called touch, sight, sound, where you really just kind of focus on all the various sense doors of sight and sound and touch, and a lot of walking meditation, which basically is just kind of walking back and forth and focusing on the contact that your feet make with the ground. So all of those things are fantastic, and I would invite you to try them out as you make your way out in the world. And I'm thinking that for our purposes for this practice, since I'm outside, and there's actually a bug right in my face, that we do something that's called open awareness. And open awareness, essentially, it's sometimes called just sitting. Shikantaza, I think, is the Japanese term for it. And it's this idea of just from moment to moment, noticing your present moment experience. And that might include sounds. I don't know if you can hear the fountain that's to my left. It could be birds, it could be planes that are going to fly overhead, any of that's possible. And then it could also be noticing temperature, if a smell, or fragrance arises, anything's possible. And so all we do is we just sit and moment to moment allow our awareness to rest on whatever is coming in through any of our sense doors. So I think that's what we can do together today. So I'm going to go ahead and just get it going and set my timer for 10 minutes. And I did not check my volume. I think it's okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. And because we're outside, or at least I'm outside, and perhaps you will choose to go outside, I like to keep anything outside as a practice that's a little less formal. So for example, as I'm sitting in this patio chair, my feet don't completely touch the ground perfectly flatly, and I could scooch up and put my legs, my soles of my feet down, but I'm just going to stay here and allow the contact just to be with the balls of the feet, and that's okay. I'm going to roll my shoulders back because that's always a lovely thing to do. Closing the eyes or lowering the gaze. And I think for this just sitting, I'm going to keep my eyes slightly open and just notice not only sounds and smells and touch, but also some sight, if something makes its way into my field of vision. So this one's going to be pretty quiet in terms of the leading of it, because I explained it already, but I will check in a little bit just to see how you're doing and bring you back if your mind wanders off. So let's sit together and notice from moment to moment what our experience is like. Noticing where the mind is now. And if it's wandered into thought, remembering that's not a problem. It's just part of it all. And using this prompt and this opportunity, if you care to take a really good look at that thought that you may have been drawn into. Is it a memory or a plan, an idea, fantasy? Just noticing what it is, and if you care to, labeling it that way. And then we just once again bring our attention back to the present. Back to this open awareness, noticing what we can notice in the present moment, right now. For this final couple of minutes, just playing with this idea of holding your attention until the bell. Not too tight, but seeing if you could really just focus your efforts for the last minute and a half or so. So let's do that until our final bell. That's our 10 minutes. Hope you guys heard that. It was a little low. And there's an airplane flying over that's a little loud, So, my invitation to you, take your practice outside. Whether it is at home, like on a porch or patio, or if you go out into the world and just sit on a park bench or lie down on a picnic blanket or whatever it might be, or it even could be if you go to your neighborhood pool or something like that. And just allow yourself to have those moments of mindful awareness out in the world, where it doesn't have to be about your typical meditation habit and practice, but just bringing it out and having some fun with that. Or even taking a walk, walking with a stroller, walking with a dog, or taking a walk by yourself. That's a wonderful opportunity also to enjoy a mindful awareness moment and do a different kind of meditation. So as always, thank you so much for taking this time for yourself, and thank you for allowing me to accompany you on this journey. I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.